started just going like this to this post, and it started shaking the house.
Welcome to Bruce Lee Real Fight channel. The man in this interview is Chris Sato, who was not only a student but also a close friend of Bruce Lee. Remarkably, he holds the distinction of being one of the youngest martial artists ever to train under the legendary Bruce Lee. Chris Sato met Bruce Lee through his uncle, Fred Sato, a judo expert with whom Bruce Lee honed his skills in Chinese Kung Fu. As one of the fortunate few to have met and learned martial arts directly from Bruce Lee, Chris definitely has some interesting stories to share with all Bruce Lee fans around the world. One fascinating detail is how powerful Bruce Lee's punches were. It was so strong that they were said to shake a house and even cause an earthquake. Bruce Lee fans will definitely want to watch this interview. It's a must see.
My experience with Bruce is different than Taki's and Roy's because I was younger than Bruce. So Bruce looked on me as like a younger brother, whereas he was actually drawing knowledge from Taki and Roy and from my uncle, Fred, who was a judo sensei. Again, Bruce, when you came in contact with him, he would influence your life, and that's my uncle being in the martial arts. I remember around the table, he said, "Boy, I've met this Chinese little kid, punk kid, and he's just something special." And he knew it then, and it was just a few weeks later that I was able to meet Bruce. And I was influenced by him. I could see that special package that he had, that he brought. Bruce's sense of humor was always there. And one time he went up to the center post that went all straight from the basement all the way to the second floor. He went up to this and he says, "Fred, watch this." And then he started just going like this to this post, and it started shaking the house, and he just kept doing it a little bit more and more, and it got to the point where my aunt ran in from the kitchen and said, there's an earthquake, because Bruce was shaking the house so much that the floor was going like this. The furniture was actually kind of jumping off of the floor, and that the plates and the glasses were just, falling out of the cupboards. And my aunt came out yelling, "Earthquake, earthquake," and she looked at, my uncle, and my uncle just had this quizzical look on his face, said, "Oh, it's not my fault, it's," he pointed to Bruce, and then Bruce just had that impish grin on his face and just shrugged his shoulders. But then there was Bruce's sense of humor right there.